Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about how to organize our project using tasks and showing those tasks in a timeline. And that's basically how a technique called Gantt diagram is developed. And what we do is that you can do it either on any type of spreadsheet program that you have. In this case, we want to create a spreadsheet, a shared spreadsheet on a Google Doc. That way we can share with our classmates, and we can see what is our progress in the project. So I think it's very important that we create this Gantt chart using a Google spreadsheet and share it with our group members or teammates. Okay, so a spreadsheet is very simple. It's a spreadsheet as it is. It's just the combination of columns and rows, columns that are labeled with a letter and rows that are labeled with a number. On the bottom part, you're going to see the name of the sheet called Sheet 1, and you can add or delete sheets as you wish. Now, our idea for doing this, there are many ways to do Gantt diagrams or Gantt charts. For this activity that we're doing, for this project that we're developing, we want to put maybe our tasks here on column A, and we are going to add the dates across the first row. Okay, so we're going to add the dates. Okay, so we're going to type in the next date. Okay, that would be tomorrow's date. Okay, and then we're going to select those two dates, and we are going to spread it across the row until we know that this is the due date. Okay, till the date where we need to finish the project. So we have all those dates here. Now if I double click on each column, I can wrap the text, okay, just to the width that I need, of the size of the font. Okay, so on. So we have on column A, we have the tasks, and we have all the days that we are going to develop these tasks. Now the task, you might want to say that first of all, on your project you started with a brainstorm, and you did this through day 1 and day 2. Okay, so here on the days, what I'll do is that if you took 2 days to do the brainstorming, you might want to say that this took 2 days. Now the colors are going to be very important, because that is going to be a legend of the people that are responsible for this task. In this case, red, I can say that red, and I can create another sheet with a legend. Okay, add another sheet. And in this sheet, I'm going to say everybody is going to be red. Then John is going to be green. Okay, then Felipe is going to be orange, and Julian is going to be blue. Okay, so this legend is going to help us understand if the sheet who's responsible for each task. In this case, the brainstorming has to be of all the team. And after the brainstorming is just drawing maybe possible solutions to the problem, and some tasks can be parallel. They can be developed at the same time. So maybe you took the brainstorming and drawing possible solutions, you did it at the same time, and in this case drawing possible solutions was also a work of all the team. Okay, and maybe finding resources, finding what's on the web, and this was in charge, maybe Felipe was in charge of this and he had to do it on this day. Okay, so basically here we need to develop all the tasks, every single task, and maybe you want to add um, another column to this for subtasks and things that open from each of the tasks. You can do that or just type in all the tasks needed here, and maybe just if this belongs to number 4, just create with italic and say finding what's on the web, and just Google searching. Okay. So basically what we need to do is for us to understand when are we going to develop this project, and so we can meet these deadlines. So this is very important for every team in real life to develop a project using either a Gantt diagram or a Gantt chart, or there are other techniques. In this case, we're going to do this one because this way we can share the document and see which ones are developed. Okay. Now, if we want to add some notes to this, you can right-click and say, look, drawing possible solutions, and you can right-click and insert a note and say, the team found that there are many diverse solutions, or any comment that would be relevant to the project. That way you know that the teammates know what to do. Remember that this chart should be developed right at the end of the second week, when you know how to brainstorm and know what to do with drawing possible solutions. And then you can sit down with your team and just try to figure out what you're going to do and what are the resources that you need. On your comments, you might also want to add what are the things that you need for this task. If you need a computer, if you need materials, if you need tools, you might want to put it on that comment. And always be clear with your teammates how responsibility is very important for a project to succeed. Now, there's always going to be a team leader, and that team leader should be on top and should be the administrator of this spreadsheet. Okay, so when we're done doing the spreadsheet all together, because this has to be in consensus, okay, this has to be in consensus, we're going to write the means, so we're going to write the project timeline, okay, group 1, for example. So the project timeline, we are going to share it with our teammates, okay? So right in the bottom, we're going to type in all the email addresses that we want this this spreadsheet to be shared with. Now, make sure that right on the options, everybody is able to edit, okay? You can edit the timeline, because it's very important that all the teammates have that possibility to edit the timeline. And sometimes there are going to be changes on that timeline. Remember that everybody has to agree to those changes in order to work, okay? After this, click on share and save, and everybody should get the notification on their email, and now they can access the timeline, okay? So good luck, and I hope that you do some great planning